Namaste everyone, my name is Srikanth. Welcome to our channel CADiMate, where we give life to education using technologies. But in these videos, of course, we are not using any technology. We are just using the physical models to show you how some of the curves are found. So in this video series, we are covering involutes. We have already covered 3 of the cross sections, and now here I'm showing you the ultimate of the cross section, which is the circle, the most beautiful of the cross sections. And you can assume it as a polygon with infinite number of sides as well. So this is going to be slightly difficult. So this is going to be slightly difficult when you have to do it without using the physical model. The physical model, of course, when you have, it becomes very easy for you to draw the involute. And I'm just going to just demonstrate that to you in a while. And let's begin. So first, of course, you'll have to take the thread, and I have placed this with a pen so that I can move the pen very easily. I'm just going to wind it over here. You can see I have wound it just exactly for one complete rotation, and I'm just drawing the path traced by one end of it. Fine. So the string has to be tight. The string has to be tight. Fine. You cannot just lose the string and continue to draw. The string has to remain tight. It's very important for you to know that the type of thread that you're using, it should not be elastic. Fine. So when I'm extending it, it should not be expanding and then coming back to its original space. It has to be an inextensible string. So these are the 2 very important conditions which you have to satisfy in order to draw this involute. So this involute that we created just now, it's an involute for a circular cross section. And just as in the previous videos, let me first draw the cross section, and I will just move this aside here. And now let us try to understand how to build this involute without actually using a physical model. Fine. Because we will not be having a physical model available to us when we are drawing this, when we are solving problems in the exams. Fine. So you will have to do it without the physical model. So that becomes slightly difficult, especially when compared to the polygons. The polygons, what we have is we have the edges, and as soon as the thread becomes parallel, as soon as the thread comes in line with the next edge, the next center, it's just that the center will shift, and all the curves are actually arcs, parts of the circle, which we can easily draw using the compass. But what happens with the circle? The circle is a slightly typical one, and you can see here that there is no fixed point about which the arc can be drawn. Right. So you cannot just use a compass and draw the complete cross section. Right. Even though many students tend to do that, but that will not be an involute of a circle. If they are using a compass directly to draw the complete thing, then it's not going to be involute of a circle. It's going to be involute of a polygon formed by as many parts as they're using to divide the circle into. Fine. So most of the times, it's divided into, let's say, 8 parts. Fine. So if you're using 8 parts, on the circle, like this, fine. And if you're using the compass, continue till here. But again, one more important thing, what I observed is, till what point will you draw with this particular center, and till what point will you draw with this particular center? With polygons, of course, we can extend the edges and we can easily find out till where we have to draw. But here in this case, we don't have any such thing. Fine. So even if you do that, so what happens is, if this is formed by 8 equal edges, then it's the involute that we are forming here will be an involute of an octagon, not of a circle. Fine. Even if you increase the number of edges, if you take 12 edges, so it will be an involute of a dodecagon and not a circle. So you can see I have divided this total circumference length of 2 pi r into 8 parts, because I'm using 8 parts here in the circle. The same number of parts I have to divide the total circumference into. Now each of these lengths will be equal to the arc length of the circle. Right. So when the thread is unwound, the length of this will be exactly equal to this length here. So now it's very simple. What we have to do here to build this involute is we have to take this length and mark it here. Right. And then we have to take 2 distances, 2 segments, mark it from the second one, take 3 segments, mark it from the third, 4 segments, and so on. Fine. So once you have marked all these points, fine. So mind you, you don't have to draw the arcs with the compass. No, that's not the right way. Fine. You don't have to draw the arcs. You just have to mark the points. You just have to mark the points. And once you have marked all these points, you have to draw this using a smooth curve. Fine. So this is a smooth curve. It is not arc. It is not an arc, and you are not supposed to use the compass for making this. Fine. Even though to make it appear smooth, if you are doing manual drafting especially, what you can do is when you take the length, a part of this you can draw. Fine. For each of these, only a part of that you can draw. Fine. Don't draw the complete part. The measurement you need to take from the line, and from that measurement, a part of that arc you can draw with the compass, and in between you can just join it with a freehand. Fine. So that will improve the look of your curve. It will keep your curve looking nice and clean. But of course, if you are using AutoCAD or some software to build this, you can just go with spline. Fine. Especially the interpolated kind of spline you can use, which passes through all the points, and that way you will get your curve with nice and clean. So of course, I will be covering how to draw this in some of the other videos. That's it for this particular video. Thanks for watching our video. Hit the like button if you really like this video, and of course pass it on to your friends so that they can also enjoy that. They can also learn how these curves are found and how all these steps that are required to make the involute were actually found, and so that they don't end up making mistakes in the exams, of course. And of course, if you want more videos like this, subscribe to our channel and stay with us. Thank you. You cannot have so it has to be an inextensible string, and of course it has to be tight all the time. Fine.